USC with its second ranked win on the road of the season. Both in front of massive crowds. They beat UConn during non-conference play, and then on Wednesday at number 8 Maryland. Trojans win the tip. Crowd collectively on its feet, waiting for the first bucket of the game. Kiki Iriafen looks to provide that, and she is fouled. Iriafen has been dynamic this year, first year transferring in from Stanford.
Move that she did, you'll see that throughout the game. Catch and rip and attack to the basket where she drew the foul.
Simple, but it works. So yeah, Allie Campbell starting out with the ball handling on the first possession, and Kennedy Smith, perhaps USC's best on-ball defender.
Carolyn Keeger, head coach at Penn State in her 6th season. AJ doing a really nice job of trying to build through culture leadership and culture-led players.
We're trying to get this program to the point she's been talking about where the players can establish that culture. It can't just be the coaching staff, as Merkel is tied up underneath. And the arrow is going to keep it with Penn State because USC won the opening tip. That's the 6'6" Gracie Merkel in there as you take a look at Gottlieb in her 4th year with USC. Not that long ago, she was an assistant coach in the NBA for the Cavaliers under John Beilein. At the end of the shot clock, that three-point attempt is well short. Von Oelhoffen back into the lineup today, gets the play call from Coach Gottlieb. And Penn State forces the turnover. Grace Hall got in the passing lane. Elliott fires earlier in the shot clock. High bounce. Rebound Watkins.
See what USC can do out of transition. This is where they shine. You put the ball in the hands of Watkins.
Off the hesitation.
She can get it up there. She's got that speed. She's got that ability to read. Where are they playing me in transition? Are they coming out? Are they trying to stop ball on me? I know I've got a hesitation move. I know I got a pull-up move.
Backdoor, Allie Campbell.
Good look there by Penn State. Try to catch USC sleeping. Penn State can take a shot quick in the shot clock. They don't necessarily do that.
Look, we want to get Watkins as many transition touches as possible because teams are game planning so hard against her that those looks are just way easier for her, and they conserve energy if she's scoring earlier. Smith shoots pretty early in that possession, leads to a Penn State run out. Here is Campbell on the move. Nice pass. And the finish from Tamara Johnson.
This is the game that Penn State would love to get into, right? On a miss, a long rebound on that missed shot, and then just push the ball, the extra pass. Good look and a good take by Penn State.
Smith missed the reverse. Makeable shot for Kennedy Smith. Early position carved out by Elliott, who is blocked by Watkins. JuJu Watkins is number 6 in the conference in block shots. Smith has not been shy, and this one she knocks down. Not much of a conscience from Smith early on, the freshman letting it loose, but Campbell drifts to her left and scores. Allie Campbell, a player whose career has been marred by a bunch of injuries, but what a great final season she is having. Crashing in, Iriafen into a block.
And you're talking about the last 4 games for this Penn State team in terms of conference and how tough this conference is. Some of these players like Grace Hall, Allie Campbell.
Yeah, Campbell last year was really her first ever season fully healthy. She transferred in from Notre Dame after 1 season there. It's her 4th year with Penn State. Quick look, Murray was online. Mariah Murray's their sharpshooter, but has been in a slump during conference play.
Well, it's dangerous. They broke the press there, and they did a really good job of getting the ball to the 6'6" Merkel right in the middle of the floor, and she passed out of it. Not her. They need her on the floor. She does so many important things for this Penn State team.
Merkel against Marshall. Blocked! Number 3 in program history in block shots is Rhea Marshall. Iriafen, it's good. Turn it back out with no shot clock reset. Gabby Elliott on a heater as well as a scorer recently. No, but a Grace Hall offensive rebound. Throws it back up there quickly. And here comes USC.
A lot of looks for Penn State. USC's got to trim those down. They want to be one and done.
Watkins makes about 7 free throws a game, an insane amount. I'm happy to welcome in our national audience that was watching Big Ten wrestling here to the Galen Center in Los Angeles. AJ Cannell, Tammy Blackburn with you as number 4 USC. As Gabby Elliott posts up for Penn State and is fouled. Safe to be here right now on the campus of University of Southern California, but it doesn't mean there hasn't been absolute devastation in areas across Los Angeles. Our hearts are with everyone in this community.
It's been unimaginable loss. It's indescribable what has happened and what is continuing to happen. I think it's important that we all take a moment to bear witness to the pain and the suffering of those that have experienced this absolute disaster. Perhaps, though, AJ, really a healthy diversion.
Her second career start in USC's win against Maryland, with Von Oelhoffen out of the lineup for 1 game. Offensive rebound, Elliott the miss, still fighting there down low and forcing the tie-up.
By the great energy player in Gabby Elliott.
Howell was in there for USC on the held ball. Here's Watkins, offensive rebound, wouldn't quite go, but JuJu Watkins has already attempted 4 free throws.
She knows how to create, she knows how to draw the foul. Just an incredible player. She's already got a block here today. 3 of the top 6 shot blockers in conference are playing on the floor here today. Ray Marshall, JuJu Watkins for USC, and Gracie Merkel for Penn State.
Merkel just setting that screen, but then Watkins on cue, steals it, leads it for Heckel. Nice finish.
JuJu looking up in the press, or excuse me, the transition. And she finds Heckel. Heckel gets out, runs a nice little jump early, knows she's going to get it from Watkins.
7-0 USC run. Steele leaves it for Walker, going baseline against Heckel. Is in some trouble. Good cut. Grace Hall has been active in the early going for Penn State.
Found the space. There was nobody really, and you get caught in no man's land. Where do you pass it to? Grace Hall makes a nice cut to get herself open.
Hall already has 4 rebounds as well. Heckel with the miss, rebound Merkel, and a nice outlet feed. Walker is trapped and is fouled. Elliott, yes, off the inbounds.
USC just missed that one. Maybe had their back to the inbounder ball, and that's tough. But hard cut by Elliott, and that's the key to that one.
Heckel, impressive move, straight line drive.
Well, how do you like that? She goes up against 6'6". Heckel at 5'9", not afraid to go up against Merkel. Takes it right to the rim. Great attack.
Heckel, a freshman from Port Chester, New York. Now Gabby Elliott going to work and easily scores inside over Watkins.
Just really backed Watkins down. I mean, just kind of took her all the way down from that perimeter position inside the paint. Nice little turnaround.
These teams are just running right toward the rim with no resistance, and Iriafen is set up by Heckel.
You know, AJ, interesting. Penn State, one of the keys, they want to get Kiki Iriafen away from the blocks. Problem is, she has such a great face-up game from 8-10 feet away. She's so deadly, she can make that shot.
This has been instant offense the last couple of minutes.
That's a nice dish there to Merkel, who finishes with a big bucket.
First points for Gracie Merkel, the transfer from Bellarmine. That time off the back rim, Iriafen, and right now the shot clock is off, so Penn State can hold it if they choose. Campbell's going for it. Good position, Merkel scores.
This is why you love Allie Campbell. Just a great passer.
6-point game, Watkins pull up, yes! At the end of the quarter, JuJu Watkins. Visit go.fox/Red Cross or scan the QR code on your screen to support these efforts. Your donation enables the Red Cross to respond to and help people recover from this disaster. Fox has already donated over $1 million. As you said, though, this is an opportunity just for, you know, a welcome diversion for a couple of hours. And a 9-point game early on in the second quarter. Campbell and Elliott exchanging. Elliott picks up her dribble. Campbell's like a point forward for Penn State. Give and go, spinning, throws it up. Merkel had position, saves it, end of the shot clock. Elliott realizes it, and she puts it in.
Great effort there by Merkel just to keep that ball alive on her own miss.
And good job getting back up the floor as well to guard Iriafen. The Oregon State transfer, von Oelhoffen. Skips it to Iriafen. As you said, mid-range, she's buttered. Iriafen, a projected potential top pick in the upcoming WNBA draft. Almost a foregone conclusion. Beckers is going first, and a lot of questions after that as Campbell is bumped.
When you think about Big Ten and what Brenda Frese and Maryland has done, doing a great job, having a great year, picked up a big program win.
I was asking Coach Gottlieb about that. She said, we could sit here all day and make excuses about all those different factors, but that was not the business that she wanted to get into as von Oelhoffen gets rattled around. Watkins and Smith both fouled out in the final minute, and they still won at Maryland.
I love the word that JuJu used in the post-game presser, which was, she said, it took a lot of durability. The reason why we are here and being able to win against Maryland after a long road trip, Kiki Iriafen, who is beating this team right now, any more easy shots. They put a couple of bodies on her. They've changed some things. They're trying to force her to have a lot more pressure. Look at JuJu Watkins, AJ, just going to work.
Talia Walker down the alley, swatted, Marshall, nice fake, and a foul call.
Just missed them, but Walker had a wonderful game there. And coming in here, that play was one-on-one on the block until she turned into a double with Big C there. AJ, when JuJu scores, I just turn and I look at you and you're just shaking your head.
It's just relentless. JuJu Watkins is 4 for 4 from the field, also has 4 free throws, 13.7 rebounds.
She's 4 for 6 from the free throw line. 2 assists, no turnovers.
It's a pretty good start, but Johnson in the paint, another paint score for Penn State. Howe, quick release. Elliott on the move for the Nittany Lions. Whistle and Gabby Elliott.
And they're just trying to lead that ball into the paint. So these paint touches.
Best stretch right now maybe of the career for Gabby Elliott. Finally healthy. And she's been a star during conference play for Penn State. Double dribble.
You know, we're going up against a number 4th ranked team in the nation.
She definitely is that person, even in her first year with the program. Talia Walker off the fake. That's a heck of an up and under move in the post.
It's working for Walker. Nobody's really stopping her, and she is following all the way through in her move. When she gets to the rim, does not stop.
This has been the MO this year for Penn State, remaining competitive, especially early on.
What do you do? Where are you giving up somebody? Where are you willing to take the risk defensively?
Merkel, yes. Gracie Merkel, through her first 12 games of the season, averaged 20 points. The last 4 games, just 6 points. And today is up to 6. Watkins off the around the back move. Known as more of a private person, more of a reserve person. I was like, you think that helps you at all? She's like, I don't know. I don't really think too much about it. But I think the one thing, as we'll cover this fast break here, Howe, the one thing she acknowledged is that it's very easy for her to stay grounded because of her personality. All this noise going on around her, all the coverage that she gets. She trusts her inner circle. She keeps that inner circle small, and she just kind of keeps her feet on the earth, so to speak. She's
just, she's kind of one of one. She's just built different. And not a lot of people have what she has. She has that it factor, and she's willing to put up a lot of sacrifices to be the player that she. That weak side, after JuJu used that screen, she was doubled. They followed. A shooter's going to shoot, and a shooter's going to always think, shoot first, last, and always. But it's about the timing and the flow of your half-court offense when you don't get anything in transition.
Expended, possible, as Watkins got to her spot right there. Merkel got a point-blank look, but missed it. And here comes JuJu again. Probing, hesitating, stumbling, righting herself, and off the window it goes. Fast break looks and then manufacturing those sets to get her the ball in her perfect spots. And they have it dialed right now for Watkins. JuJu Watkins, a 20-point first half on 7 for 7 shooting. Iriafen up to 12. 5-second differential, shot and game clock thrown away. Von Oelhoffen will take it away and beat Murray down the rest of the court for the 2.
Yeah, light ball turnover and a tough place to turn the ball over right at the top of the edge of the 3.
Going right back to them. Watkins is fouled, and she's got it.
JuJu Watkins is 1 of 1. The steal, the one-hander, the body, the contact, Murray with the foul, the finish, and 1. When you got it, and you don't need to flaunt it, you just go out and do it. And that's what she does.
Well put. Confident, but extremely confident, but understated in a sense. At the end of the first half, no good for Talea Walker and USC.
8th half with 20-plus points. 8 times 20-plus points in 1 half. Remarkable.
And she starts out the second half with a steal and a score.
And if you are impressed by her offense, which so many people are, take a look at her defensive game and understand how strong it is. And it starts right there with a steal. She's got a block and a couple steals in this game.
Rattles around, wouldn't quite go for Hall. Merkel is there for the putback.
Calling for her team to move, doesn't want them to be stagnant.
She helps facilitate there for Von Oelhoffen. Smith offensive rebound. And Watkins loses it out of bounds. Talked about how there's such an ultra-talented team, but they have to work on not just relying on their talents. Can they get even better playing cohesively?
You know, she can shoot the 3, but she hasn't been shooting it well. And she's just done exactly what you would do if you're missing some shots. Just get that easy bucket, get to the rim. And she's just been working hard at getting at points in the paint.
Been a lot of times today when Penn State's gotten some good looks. They just haven't always gone in. And the turnover count racked up late in the first half. Nice rebound for Merkel. And now it's Campbell. Lines it up and drills one. Merkel's numbers are down a tick the last few games as they've gone into conference play for good. And she's trying to guard Watkins inside. Good backdoor cut. Watkins 10 for 11. What is the adjustment for a player like Merkel at her unique size that's new to the Big Ten?
Well, I mean, here's what you see. She's going to be doubled and she's going to be tripled. They're going to throw a lot of bodies. So, you know, the thing that Lauren Betts has done really well, as she has learned about being a big and getting a lot of attention, she's learned how to pass out of that double.
Getting the start in place of Jayla Oden today. Oden back home in State College due to medical considerations with the air quality here.
They miss her. She gives this team 25 minutes per game. She started all but 2 games this year and 6 times a double-figure score. So where are you going to pick up double figures, right, when you don't have that double-figure scoring player with you on the road?
But not having a chance to play today against USC. Now on Wednesday, Merkel 67% from the line this year.
That's a dubious task.
Avery Howell misses. Here comes Walker. Again, I feel like we're saying Grace Hall's name a lot, and an alert timeout is called by Carolyn Kieger.
As you see the banners, and I have to say, considering what we have seen this past week and what we have talked about throughout this game, AJ, Sherry's mom at 98 years old lost her house to the fires.
You think about the final number is that have been displaced and that have lost their homes, and how many stories there are.
The day before saying, hey, we get to practice today. We get to play tonight. And that's an honor and a privilege.
And the campus remains open. Actually, the spring semester classes are going to start tomorrow at USC. Now, a much different story at UCLA. And the area that UCLA is in being dramatically impacted by the Palisades fire. And so, you see Northwestern, we heard the news that Northwestern elected just not to come out here for this trip.
Long Beach State University, and really a shout out to UCLA, who are working tirelessly to keep the city safe. Amen to that.
And now Elliott gets down there for the loose ball and keeps it away from the tie-up.
That's a hustle play. Corey Close is maybe watching this game right now. She'd say that's a passion play right there. Gabby Elliott got on the floor, won that loose ball.
Oh, Hall.
Frustration on the face of Grace Hall. Heckle does a nice job making that extra effort. Oh, good move.
Gabby Elliott in the paint.
Carolyn Keeger was a point guard there, and then she had an opportunity to be the coach. I tell you what, she could pass the ball. She could read the floor. That's probably no surprise why Penn State is 22nd in the nation in total assists and sits at 23rd in assists per game.
Now with that missed three, they're 1 for 10 from deep though today. That previous possession for USC, the Euro step from Heckle was immaculate. Now she has a straight on three, and that one's pure. 5-0 conference records, both their best since 93-94.
Great opportunity in practice to learn. You're going up against in practice every day some of the best players in the nation, stronger level, and that makes you better every day.
Offensive effort, exactly what their coach wanted. Some digging and doubling on those touches. Offensive rebound, Iriafen.
You know, we were talking about Carolyn Keeger and how I was telling you what an incredible player she was, and just such a great person, great coach, well respected. And this team plays like her, a lot like Kim Barnes-Arico, their coach as well. They are extensions of her on the court.
It's only natural, right, that you're going to see that with most teams. They're probably ideal. I mean, the coach wants to imprint.
Heckle gets up and shakes it off.
Now she runs the court to help out Iriafen, who takes advantage of the space. Tamara Johnson. Hall. Didn't get the retry, but scoops it right back up. Back to Talea Walker. Well, at Rutgers recently, Graham Marshall into the history books, 1,000 career rebounds. One of 8 players in USC history with 1,000 points and 1,000 rebounds. Iriafen stepping through.
19 points. Another big night for Kiki.
JuJu Watkins with 31. Tipped out with 1.4. Over the top, Elliott plants and puts it in. That's a nice play. So now 5-0. Now on the back end of the standings where Penn State is at the moment, keep in mind, new this year with 18 teams in the Big Ten. Only the top 15 make it in to the Big Ten tournament at the end of the season.
You saw Ohio State up there, and one of the top teams. They continue to average 86 points a game. They go on the road at Rutgers, no matter where you are. She goes, Tammy, these Big Ten, being in this environment and going on the road, she goes, it's crazy. It is so different. She goes, these fans love women's basketball. They show up, they show out.
Been really good here in the Galen Center for these USC women's games lately, and nice move by Mariah Murray.
She was kind of calling for it. She was trying to bring attention to it.
Unless it's an imminent fast break, they're usually going to blow that dead in the college game. JuJu Watkins to 33 points on 12 for 13 from the field. On track to be the best field goal percentage game of her career.
Do you remember the 51-point performance JuJu Watkins had against Stanford last year? Yes, we all do. And guess who she broke the record of, which was 50 points prior to that.
And of course, they get one of with her about kind of the adjustment, and she was like, it was surreal for a little while, for maybe the first month or two here. Just, wait, I'm a Trojan now. But he's talked about how much she's been embraced by the alumni. Her 1 year at USC. Here is Iriafen. And that bounces home for Kiki Iriafen.
That's the second time Murray has made that pass to Gracie Merkel right there at the block. It's like she's isolated and she hits her.
Getting a look at the number 4 team in the country.
It's an Iverson cut there by JuJu Watkins. They'll run that for her. You'll see them. And see, they'll try to double on it. And Penn State worked on this in practice. And because they double, Kiki Iriafen, she pops out to the top. JuJu's going to find her because she's open. And that's exactly what Penn State was hoping wouldn't happen. And they worked so hard on it in practice today.
How would they have preferred to defend that? She was going to elevate our program to true national title contender. And Watkins in rhythm. As the season goes along, Tammy, let me know if you agree with this, but they're going to have to continue to develop that cohesion, that trust between the teammates, and see what they can do with those situations. They're doing a good job. I think it's a great balance tonight where Watkins is going off, but she's showing that she can distribute when necessary.
And then there's Kiki. I said, don't you guard JuJu Watkins by committee? You throw 5 at her? She goes, yes, that's absolutely what we try to do. And not necessarily, like, literally throw 5 people at her, but everybody has to be thinking about JuJu Watkins. You know, if you are her on-ball defender or on-ball defenders, you've got a different assignment than if you're in help side waiting for her to get into the paint.
Iriafen, loud follow. That was just the second missed field goal all day. And Watkins just got subbed out. The day might be done for JuJu Watkins with 4 minutes and change to go. That's Shea Steele. Shaylin Steele, #1 recruit in the state of Kentucky, coming in this year. She earned a varsity spot in 7th grade. Avery Howe off the mark, and Steele was down there for the defensive board at 5'6".
There's Murray with that one-handed pass, and it worked. Oh, smart.
Oh,
smart.
Von Oelhoffen using a defender.
You catch that every now and again with the inbounder recognizing that they are not being defended, that their defender actually is turning their back to the ball.
As the first ever winner of the award in your name, Tammy Blackburn, 2024 Inspiration Award winner. And I know you've developed a close relationship with her winning that award, you know, under your name. Tell us about the story of Aaliyah Gales.
Well, she, tragically was shot at a house party in high school after having a wonderful high school career. On her way, had signed to USC and was shot in the leg multiple times. A tragic situation, but it's so far removed now, she says, from great story what she went through and how she persevered. But now it's like, let's just talk about her playing basketball and what she's doing and providing.
You could see her contributions if you go to practice, and she's on the scout team, really giving them a great look when they set up the opposing team's plays. And you think she's capable of playing?
Oh, I do. No, she's got game. Aaliyah Gales has game. That's why she was one of the highest ranked recruits out of her high school and coming in here to USC.
It's time. She's still just a redshirt sophomore. As time goes on, they get more and more of an opportunity, we hope.
Yeah, McDonald's All-American, Naismith All-American.
That's Vivian Iwuchukwu when they were growing up. And she was born in Nigeria. State's going to go to Long Beach with that UCLA game. And so that will get postponed to a later date. Waiting for the game time, I believe, on that one. That could be flexed due to television. Could be 12 Eastern or 2 Eastern. And it's been USC wire to wire in this one, Tammy. They've really controlled this game the entire way. This is Brooklyn Shamblin with the attempt. And now a final chance for Penn State. Steele tries to shovel it for Jaycott. One more attempt in deep for Walker, and that will do it. USC improves to 6-0 in the Big Ten, 16-1 overall.